This is Vargas, back again, recording live from the Vargas Vault, with another collection pickup video. If you're new to my channel, you're probably asking, why is this guy doing so many pickup videos? Honestly, it's the easiest thing kind of content I can pump out, and it's also very fun for me and a lot of people that I know that do similar videos to share the new stuff that gets added to the ever-growing vault. Actually, I have to mention, I have cut down on some. I haven't bought as much stuff as I wish I could, but still came across some sweet stuff that I wanted to share. So first off, normally I would do this in a separate wrestling video, but since I'm not doing as much buying, I could just add everything into a single one. Now this, I bought this because originally I was going to go and see a wrestling event, a live Lucha Libre event. And I was really looking forward to that because it was local talent, and local talent usually does put out some really good matches, at least to the ones I've gone before. But the main draw was going to be LA Park, Dr. Wagner Jr., and a mystery opponent. They're going to have a triple threat match, and that's something I was really hoping I would get to see, because I'm a big fan of Dr. Wagner and LA Park, so that was very interesting to me, and it's very rare, at least that I've seen, them both together come to TJ and actually have a fight. So I was really hyped, really excited, but unfortunately, like it tends to happen with stuff that I'm excited for, I didn't get to go, and that sucks. But I did buy this because I was really hoping I would get to go, and it's a Dr. Wagner t-shirt. It says Dr. Wagner, and it's a t-shirt based on his mask design. It's actually a mask like that, and of course it has the colors of our Mexican flag, green, white, and red. And on the back it says, with or without my mask, I am still the king. And it's supposedly autographed by Dr. Wagner, and his phrase, bien. So this would have been awesome, an awesome thing to go to wear in that event, but I didn't get to go. He's going to come back in April with AAA, because he's as of now he's the mega champion in AAA, so I might get to use this shirt hopefully one more time, but we'll see. Can't go as much as I would like to wrestling. Also, added some masks, a Tinieblas mask, and I'm going to put this on. There we go. Looks good. It's nice and shiny. It has some kind of like holograms over here, and here, and yeah, that's cool. I've mentioned this before. I love Tinieblas' mask. I think it's an awesome mask design with the gold and the fact that it doesn't have any indication of a face. I've always loved his mask, and this one is a semi-pro mask, because the majority of the masks that I've bought before, with some exceptions I mentioned, are Profit sponge masks, which are made they're made of fabric, but inside they have like a foam coating, and recently I bought some that are made of fabric, and they're also semi-pro because they have this little extra part here. And the foam ones are very cool. They're very cool, but some of the designs are kind of inferior. Like, for example, I wish I would have taken out as an example, but the other one that I have for Tinieblas, this part is slightly smaller, and this one looks bigger. Also, the material's shiny, and it's fabric as opposed to it. It has a specific kind of name Because it's not like the cloth masks that I bought months ago. I don't know what the fabric is called, but the only other one I have like this, in this style, is the Sin Cara mask. Well, I like it. Tinieblas. It's awesome. Whoa! Dropped some stuff. I didn't want to drop. Next one I can share. This one, which I'm also hoping I'll get to use at another live event, because and in the 17th of March, the Crash is going to come back, and I've been posting some videos for the Crash wrestling events, and they've done pretty well, and they put a good card. They also mix a lot of local Mexican, local TJ talent. Some of the same wrestlers I see in other cards I see in the Crash, but they also bring a lot of international talent, so that's pretty cool. And I got this one. This one has the two things on the back. Another lengüeta, we call it. It's an extra piece of fabric that goes in the back. Gives more protection. Also hologram look. And this one, also, I don't know if the camera will showcase it, but it looks like fox leather, like fake leather, which I think is really awesome. And put it on. So yeah, that looks pretty badass. And this is the mask of Pentagon Jr. He was a wrestler. I think he was a wrestler. I'm pretty sure he was a wrestler in AAA. But because of legal issues, because the thing about AAA is that they register the names of the wrestlers, so that even if someone makes the character their own and they want to leave the company, they're like, well, you can leave the company, but you can't call yourself Pentagon Jr. So what he started doing is that he started calling himself Penta Cero Miedo, and he's in the Crash. But I really like his mask. His mask design is pretty cool. The only variance that he does now is that it doesn't say Junior here. It's like a round symbol, and it has like a different kind of cross. But for the most part, the mask is pretty much the same. It has these things on the back and these things here, and the colors change. His mask designs are pretty cool, and he uses makeup in this part that looks like a skull, and this is all black, and he uses contact lenses. Really, really cool mask design, and I saw this, and it's really cool because it has a dragon, golden dragon here. Let me take it off and showcase that part better. So it has a golden dragon here. I already have a Penta Cero Miedo mask. That one's black with yellow, but that one looks pretty cool. And the last one I'm going to share is an LA Park mask. I bought Barca masks. I have a yellow LA Park mask. I have a Barca AAA mask. And I have an original Barca mask, which is the design that LA Park used, when he was in WCW. And now I bought this LA Park mask. So it has, yeah, this is badass. So yeah, the foam LA Park mask that I have is yellow. But the designs of this isn't as good. That's the thing about the Profit foam masks. If you want to get into mask collecting, they're the cheaper kind of mask that you can get, but they're also, you get what you pay for. The quality of those Profit masks differs, at least in the design part. Like this one looks spot on like LA Park's mask. It's not a professional mask. It's a semi-professional mask, so it does have some differences between this and the mask that he would normally use. But the foam mask, in example, the design of this isn't as detailed. For example, this is just one piece, and this one has these things, and it's just better built. And the Profit foam mask only has two openings, one here, but it doesn't have the one at the top. This one does. And I love this mask. I think it's super amazing. I like it. The Barca, or LA Parkas. LA Park was the original La Parca that was in WCW, but AAA being who they are, screw him over and registered the name, so he couldn't call himself La Parca anymore, so he had to change himself to La Original Parca. No, La Auténtica Parca, the authentic Parca. I've mentioned this before in the pickup video, but this is pretty cool. I like it. I like mask collecting. Damnation is a YouTuber I found out recently, and he said he was going to do a video on the different type of masks, and if you want to get into mask collecting. So I think he's already uploaded, or I don't know. I haven't checked. I will check because I want to see that video. But check his video out. He's Damnation. That's Damnation. Check him out because he also does loot boxes and stuff like that, and he has a lot of really cool content. So the plan was, because I bought these masks a while ago, and the only thing I bought recently was the T-shirt. So I was gonna go see that, use that to go see the wrestling event, but didn't happen. Anyway, picked up some stuff from Movie Freak Bazaar. Not as much, like I said, I'm cutting back as much as I humanly can, but sometimes he puts out stuff that, because I mentioned this before, Movie Freak Bazaar is a Facebook seller, but he also has like a little stand. Not a little stand, it's a big stand, but on the weekends he sells his physical media there, but on Wednesdays he has an online sale where he uploads a bunch of movies, and if you're the first one to comment, you get it. And I got a couple of cool stuff. First one, every time he posts this, someone beats me to it, but I was able to get the greatest hits of Journey, and I like Journey, and if you watch Glee, they use a lot of music from Journey, so that introduced a lot of younger people to the band, but I really like it, and it has all the songs that I like, so this was super cool. Also, I have to thank him, because he got this, and I honestly never ever thought that I would ever get my hands on these two babies, because Lucas hates the original cuts of Star Wars. According to him, the original cuts are no good. He hates them. He basically said that he would never ever release them, and because of legal problems, Disney can't release the original cuts of Star Wars, because in '77, when the first Star Wars came out, they didn't have this the computers and everything. So when the '90s came up, George Lucas had access to computers and everything like that. So he released the special editions, which are he was able to put like CGI stuff in the movies and correct some stuff. But as the years have gone by, with each new release, he's just added and added more garbage. And the worst offender is in Return of the Jedi, when the Emperor is like, shocking Luke Skywalker. And he's like writhing in pain, and Vader's, in the original movie, he's like, what should I do? This is my son. This is my master. This is my son. This is my master. And picks the Emperor up and throws him. Iconic scene, super awesome. In the Blu-ray releases, it's the same, plays out the same way, but this time when Vader picks up the Emperor, he's like, no, that stupid no from Revenge of the Sith. They put it in this, and it ruins the movie. That's one of the reasons why I haven't bought the Blu-rays, because that's stupid. But way back when the special editions came out on DVD, they did release the original cuts, but they were limited edition. They were hard to find. They had a limited print run. And they went out of print real quick, because again, Lucas disowns those movies completely. So finding them has been a pain in the butt. I've never seen them until this time that I got them from Movie Freak Bazaar. And big thank you to Movie Freak Bazaar for allowing me to add these to the collection, because I have the original cuts on VHS, which is cool. I'm never going to get rid of that, but owning them also on DVD is also cool. And I was able to get the original cut of A New Hope, which is cool because when the text crawl comes up, it just says Star Wars. It doesn't say A New Hope. Episode 4, A New Hope, only got added on like in the 80s, 83 if I remember correctly. So this has no CGI. Jabba the Hutt is not a CGI creation. It's a human that's talking to Han Solo. He got digitized to Jabba the Hutt later on. And I just watched this, and it's amazing. Yes, there are some things that the special edition adds that make the world feel bigger. For example, Mos Eisley. It looks really small in this original cut, whereas in the special edition it does look bigger, but it still has too much going on. It went a bit too far, but it's super cool to see the original cut, the original 1977 cut of Star Wars, and it's amazing, and I'm super grateful. This is a thin DVD case, I'm guessing because it was part of a box set, which I've never seen again. As far as I knew, they came out separately. I didn't know they came out in the box set, but it sucks because it looks weird. Same thing happened with my James Bonds. It looks weird to have these little thin boxes and then the normal thick ones. But I'm just happy to own it. I'm super happy to own the original cut of A New Hope on VHS and now on DVD. And also he had The Empire Strikes Back, also original cut, released in 1980. No computer-generated stuff that was added on later. Good stuff. Only missing Return of the Jedi, and I did tell him that if he ever comes across a Return of the Jedi, to please save it for me, because I want to complete the original trilogy uncut without any CGI. So thank you to Movie Freak Bazaar and his team for allowing me to get these two awesome things, because I know they're out of print, and I know for a fact, because they've mentioned this before, there's no way that they're releasing that on Blu-ray, which sucks. I got a few movies because I saw them and I wanted them. First off, I got The Collection, which is a horror movie. I don't own The Collector. This is actually the sequel to The Collector. This is called The Collection. So I've seen The Collector. I haven't seen The Collection, but I want to get The Collector to watch that again before I, watch The Collection. But I have the second part now. I just need the first part. And I picked up Ender's Game. I like this movie. It's based on a book that unfortunately I've never read. Didn't know much about it, but I saw the movie, thought it was cool, and the thing at the end was like, whoa, that's pretty messed up. But it has Harrison Ford, Ben Kingsley, the girl from Zombieland whose name always escapes me, and the lady from Suicide Squad. So I thought this was a good movie. And for my beautiful, beautiful wife, I got her, through Movie Freak Bazaar, the 7th season of Gilmore Girls. Now, I had bought for her season 1 through 5, and then at a flea market we found the complete set. It's like it's a box set that has all 7 seasons plus an extra disc with special features. The problem with that box set that we bought is that the last disc with the last episode of the series is missing. It has all the other discs, but the last disc of the box set, which contains the last episode of the series, is not there. It's the only disc that was missing. So I promised my wife that if I ever come across Gilmore Girls Season 7 with that last episode, I would pick it up for her, and I did. So now she has the complete series of Gilmore Girls twice. We just double dip on this one because it has the last episode of the series, whereas the box set that we bought does not. So, yeah. I tend to do that, but it's for my wife, so yeah, I'll do that for her. So that's cool. And now I just have to get her the 4-episode Netflix reunion they did, but I don't know if that's on DVD. But if it is, I'll buy it for her, so she'll have all Gilmore Girls. So yeah, that was the pickup video. I'm hopefully not forgetting anything, because I haven't bought that much of movie or lucha or game related. So this is what I bought recently. So hopefully I'm not forgetting anything, and I won't repeat it on a future video if I remember something. But as you can see, cutting back on the stuff as much as I humanly can. Those Star Wars things were too good to pass up. So I'm going to recommend, I always try to recommend the standout things from the collection, and these are definitely high recommendations. I know some people that don't like the original cuts because they feel it looks prehistoric. I know people feel that it looks too old, and that's kind of like the appeal, because everything was done with practical effects, whereas in the special editions and the new trilogy, and especially the new trilogy, everything's CGI, everything's computer generated with green screen and everything. And this, for me, because I grew up with these versions, I didn't see the special editions until they came out in the 90s, and I'm like that Bane meme, like, you merely adopted Star Wars. I grew up with Star Wars. I didn't see the special editions until I was a man. That was a bad Bane impersonation, but yeah, these are the versions I grew up with, so it's super cool. I already have them on VHS, but I am an insane man, and I want to own as much Star Wars as I can. Eventually, if I find it cheap, I will break down, and I will buy the Blu-ray editions just to own them, because honestly, I saw that scene with Vader picking up the Emperor and screaming, "No!" And I was like, you freaking ruined Star Wars. What a stupid decision that was. But yeah, for the most part, I want to complete. I already have VHS. I already have the DVD special editions. I'm one away from owning the original cuts on DVD. I have the trilogy, and I just need to pick up Last Jedi, and I'll have everything up to that point. I even have the two Ewok movies. But yeah, Star Wars. So yeah, this was the pick-up video. Some awesome stuff, in my opinion. Some stuff that I love adding. Hope you enjoy it. Hope I didn't talk too long. The benefit of buying less stuff is that I'm not making too long videos. I used to make like 40-minute videos. Now it's probably 20. But thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for supporting my channel. To all my new subscribers, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy what you see. And if you have any suggestions, leave it in the comment box. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram. Chat with me like that. And but I am thinking of things to do, because I'm a couple of weeks away from my 10-year YouTube anniversary, and I have a lot of plans. I just need time to develop them, but I have plans. I just need time to sit down and work everything out. So until I see you all next time, this was Vargas in the Vargas Vault, thanking you all and signing out.